This is going to be an extremely hot take, but I think we are looking at our first nominees for Best Actress and Best Actor at next year's award season. And of course, I'm talking about Zendaya and Robert Pattinson's in A24's new film, The Drama. And oh boy, there is a lot of drama. And if you want to know what this movie is about, really simple. Pretend you are days away from marrying the love of your life. Literally days away. You have everything knocked down to the flowers, the dancing, everything. But then days before the wedding, you find out a really dark secret that your partner has been hiding. And I do mean dark secret. And basically, the whole film revolves around that revelation. I would sort of describe it as a psychological dark comedy in a way. I am not going to be spoiling anything about this movie. I really recommend you going into this movie knowing as little as you can, like I did. The film does feature a lot of sensitive topics and very controversial theming, and it's going to be up to your perception whether you enjoy the movie or you didn't. And that's okay because film is really subjective. But after you watch this movie, come and look at this poster, and boy. To start off, I am one of those people that did enjoy this film. I thought the dynamic between Robert Pattinson and Zendaya's characters were extremely palpable, and you could feel every single emotion that these characters were portraying. I think Zendaya delivers one of her best performances that I've ever seen from her. She is absolutely stunning and beautiful in some of these shots, and of course, very, very believable. Like I said, I believed every single emotion that she was portraying on screen. And Robert Pattinson does the exact same thing. You know, you feel his emotions, you feel the tenseness that his character drives in the movie. And every single character in this movie does a good job in fitting into the narrative of what's going on. And yeah, and basically all these characters are reacting to this big revelation that happens throughout the movie. This film is obviously not going to be for everybody. I see why it could be divisive, but if you go in with an open mind and think of it as a film that, you know, explores the dynamic and relationships between somebody you love, it's going to be a good ride for you. I do guarantee that. But if you are sensitive to some of the topics that get discussed in this film, once again, I completely understand why you wouldn't like this film. But overall, I find the drama being weirdly original and weirdly fresh in a good way that make me feel like Hollywood could still have some good ideas. On my letterbox, I give the drama 4.0 stars out of 5, and that is my take. Will you be watching the drama? Let me know.